In the end, it doesn't even matter. I love Nirvana. They're my favorite band. Hey everyone, my name is Jason. I'm a community manager at Coffee Stain Studios, and today I'm going to be talking about mods. We don't have any updates on the official mod situation. We'll go into that a little bit in a second, but we have sort of talked about mods and sprinkled information here and there in the past across other videos and on streams as well. And I thought that it would be good if we just made one like super video that had all the information in it, responding to certain questions or comments as well. So that's what this video is going to be. So let's just get on with it. Vamonos! Does Satisfactory have official mod support? So Satisfactory currently does not have official mod support, but we do intend on doing that, adding it into the game at some point in the future. We don't really know when that's going to be or what that's going to look like yet at this stage. So, once we do know, I'll, make another video in the future and let you all know about that. But at this stage, we don't really know. However, there is a thriving unofficial modding community out there. So if you're interested in playing Satisfactory with mods, I'm going to leave some links in the description down below to the fixit.app website, which is a website that has like all the mods on it. It also has links to the Satisfactory Mod Manager, which is a tool to install and play Satisfactory with mods. Super, super easy to use. That thing is like voodoo magic. It's amazing. And then also I'm going to leave another link down there to the unofficial modding community Discord. A lot of people there, super active there as well. So if you want to start playing with mods or have questions, you can go there and ask them. If you want to get into modding as well, I'm sure you can go and ask there and they can point you in the right direction as well. Are you okay with people modding Satisfactory? Yeah, so there's some people that seem to feel that maybe we don't like the modding community or that we're against people modding Satisfactory. It's kind of strange that happens, but the comment does come up every now and then, and so I just want to talk about it. Yeah, we absolutely support the modding community. They do amazing stuff. We've featured them here, featured mods here on this YouTube channel. We've featured members from the community on the stream before. We've made changes to the way that we build the game to make it easier for them to mod the game as well. We've done a bunch of things to help support them as much as we can. So we absolutely love them. They're super impressive. We're all for it. They have our support all the way. Great job, everyone. Will there be Steam Workshop? It seems like it's a no-brainer, but there are actually a few reasons why we shouldn't have Steam Workshop support. I don't know what we're going to be doing, whether we're going to have it or not, but here are the reasons for not having Steam Workshop. First of all, we don't want to fragment the modding community, basically. So not everyone that plays Satisfactory has access to Steam or the Steam Workshop. So we would prefer it if all of our mods were in one sort of repository that anyone can access regardless of what platform they're on, kind of like what the unofficial modding community is already doing. That would be great. So people on Steam, people on Epic, whatever, they'll be able to use mods. And if we have two different things, if we have Steam Workshop and this other global thing, then it means one, it means we have more work to do. And two, it also means people who are making mods have more work to do, because if they want everyone to be able to use it, they're going to have to target Steam and this other thing. Some people might not target the global one and just target Steam, and then now we've fragmented the community. So only some people get access to certain mods, and we don't want that. We would rather have a level playing field for everybody, kind of what the unofficial modding community is already doing, where, that's useful to see what they've been doing so that we can find a good solution ourselves when it comes to it. And also, like, you might be saying, but Steam Workshop is super convenient, and it is, but don't count out the Satisfactory mod manager that the modding community has made so far. That thing is super, super easy to use and super convenient. So like there are convenient solutions for everybody without Steam Workshop. We'll see what happens in the future when that happens, but I don't think Steam Workshop is a necessity. I don't think it has to be implemented in order for there to be a good mod solution. Are we influenced by mods? So it sort of depends on what you mean by influence. If you mean, are we influenced by ideas that the modding community has come up with? Not too much, because we've been working on this game for years and years before you guys even knew it existed. And so we have like pretty much any idea you can think of in our backlog. So when a mod comes out with, that seems like a new idea because it's not currently in the game, it's probably something that we've already thought of. It's super rare that a mod comes out with something that we haven't thought of. It is super, super, super rare. No, we don't really get influenced in that way so much, but there are a couple ways that we are influenced. So we are influenced by feedback. So when people use the mod a lot and love the mod, then we get a good idea. Oh, okay, well, these people like this mod and these features. So that's a data point for us. when we decide to think of like what features we're going to be adding in the future. However, that is usually sort of like mirrored by just community feedback in general anyway. So like if you took the mods out of the picture, we'd probably be getting the same feedback anyway. The other way that we can be influenced is just by seeing their implementation of things. You know, sometimes we check mods out and we just see how they do things, and that sticks in our brain, and maybe in the future we can pull inspiration from those kind of implementations for our own solutions in the future. You stole feature X from this mod. Oh boy, feature X, it sounds like something from Powerpuff Girls. We have implemented features that did already exist as mods, but as I said, we already had the idea for it. It's just inevitable that there are gonna be mods that come out with features that we intended to add, just haven't added yet. That's just gonna happen, and it's happened before. The first thing that comes to mind is lights. You know, there was a mod with lights before we implemented lights. And that's just gonna happen again and again and again. It's only natural, honestly. People are gonna make mods of things they wanna see in the game, and we have ideas of things we wanna see in the game, and eventually those are gonna collide. So that's only natural. But I can say for certainty, to this day, there hasn't been a mod that came out that we've looked at and said, "How well, we didn't think of that. Let's just take that and put it in our game, just as they've done it, just copy paste." That's never happened, and I don't think that will ever happen. Why haven't you put X feature into the base game? It can't be that hard. There's already a mod for it. So there's a mod for that. is a very popular phrase within the Satisfactory community. But again, this is another thing that it's only natural that there are features that have been made into mods that haven't been made into the base game yet. And there are a few reasons for it. It could be that we don't want to make it. Maybe we've tried it, we don't want it. Maybe we like the idea, but it sort of breaks balance in the game or something, and so it's probably not a good idea for the base game, but it's, you know, it's great as a mod. It could also be that that we actually plan to, that it's in the plans, that we want to do it later. We just, the modders beat us to it, that's all. But the other thing that you need to sort of remember here is that there are different levels of responsibility between what features we add to the game and what features modders add, because there are different contexts here. And the two contexts are, one, mods are free and they're opt-in. This is super important. They're opt-in. You choose how you want to modify your gameplay experience. Base game features are features that are not opt-in. They're there for everybody, and they're designed to appeal to everybody from minute zero of playing the game into hundreds of hours of playing the game, for people with different kinds of play styles, right? People pay us. They've paid for the game. They expected a specific level of quality, stability, all that kind of stuff. So we have a higher level of responsibility for features we add. We can't just add random features willy-nilly. We rarely add one feature at a time. That's something you'll notice. We add a host of features, right? Because a lot of features need to interact with other features or need other features to be justified in their own existence. Like, all of these things are carefully calculated and designed and thought through every time we add anything to the game. Not to mention that we have to make sure that they attain a certain level of visual quality, user experience quality, UI needs to be up to scratch, it needs to be stable, it needs to perform well, it cannot break the balance of the game. If you break the balance of the game, a lot of features start to crumble on top of each other and stop making sense. So like, these are a lot of things that we need to take into account whenever we add literally anything to the game. But modders don't have to do that. They don't have that responsibility. They can make whatever they want, and if people like that thing, they can just add it. If they don't like it anymore, they can remove it. So with that difference in mind, that is why there will always be features that aren't yet in the game or may never come to the game. Now, I hope it doesn't sound like I'm like shitting on mods and saying that mods are like broken, that they're all inefficient and that they lack quality. That's not the case at all. Some mods are absolutely outstanding in their quality, but I just want to highlight that there is a difference in responsibility here between a developer's base game feature and a modder's feature. It's the wild, wild west when it comes to mods, and but we don't have that luxury, and I think it's a good thing. I think it's nice that we have that both exist. You know, people can be safe knowing that we will always ensure that there's a good base game experience for anyone who plays the game, and then it's nice to know that they can also then modify their gameplay experience if they wish to do so themselves. I'm using mods, but my game is crashing. Can you help? So we get a lot of people asking for help with crashes, etc. But they're using modded games, or that they had used mods before on that save file and then removed the mods. but the mod still had some sort of like lingering crash effect or something. We've had that happen in the past as well. And unfortunately, we cannot help folks out with that. It's too time consuming. It doesn't always end up that we can actually even help anybody anyway. We don't know how the mods work. We don't know how the mods interact. We don't officially even support these mods. So we can't really help people out. So if you have any issues with mods, please consider going to the modding Discord, talk to people there, see if anyone can give you some insight. Unfortunately, us at Coffee Stain can't really help you out with mods at the moment. You're using the mods at your own risk if you do choose to use them. That's just one thing that I need to throw out there. Actually, one thing I will say real quick is that if you do use the Satisfactory mod manager to install mods, please be sure to use that to uninstall the mods when you want to uninstall them. We found that people have lingering crashes, etc. if they try and uninstall a mod manually. So make sure you use the tool for uninstalling and installing. And that's all I'm going to be talking about today, everybody. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it answered a bunch of questions that you may have had. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. Consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed it. And have a lovely weekend, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. Well, everyone, that's all I was going to talk about today. So that's all I'm going to talk about today. Well, that's all I'm going to be talking about today, you guys. And that's all I'm going to be talking about today. Well, that's all I'm going to be talking about today, everybody. And so that's all I'm going to be talking about today. Hey, everybody, thank you very much